This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. Today we are in the second division. The game right now is Louis XIV versus Victoria. Louis XIV is 7th in the league with 10 points in 302 form and is on a 3-game winning streak. Victoria is number 10 with 9 points, 113 form, back-to-back defeats and no wins in her last 3 games. These are the starting positions, resource bubbles on, and here we see Louis XIV. There are 2 fishes out here. Also there is 1, 2 and 3 stones. There is uranium for later, spices here, some cows, and he starts on the southern edge of the western continent, that is the starting continent. Victoria's starting position is up on the north riverside. There are horses here, there is 1 fish up here, some rice, and some jungle tiles and some forest tiles. Let's get the game rolling, shall we? This is an interesting game, of course. Let's see. Off we go. Louis XIV versus Victoria. 1 city each. 20 turns. You will see Louis is in Hinduism and Victoria is cautious, and now she's down to annoyed because she adopted Buddhism. Louis is 1 point away from the playoffs before this game, and a win would be important for him. Then he would have a chance to go up above Augustus Caesar and take a playoffs position. Victoria, she must fight to get back into the swing of things. She has not had particularly good form as of late. She has actually had very poor form, and she is in need of a win to turn things around. 7 cities Victoria, 6 cities Louis at turn 135 now, 7 cities each. Now we see Louis is even getting on to the continent in the middle of the map, in the southern part. That was bordering his starting continent. And we see he has a lot of land to expand into over there. Now Victoria up on 9 cities, Louis on 8. Louis equal in strength with Victoria, but he has a little bit higher score, even though he has fewer cities. Victoria is going towards engineering while Louis is getting construction, and then Louis is getting divine right after that, and now there is 10 cities for Louis, so 10 to 9 in the city count, and he's also in a golden age that is ending soon. Turn 195 now, 10 cities to 9 for Louis XIV. 11 cities to 9 and 1.1 times the strength of Victoria, higher score, a few more cities and with room to expand. This is looking like a good game for Louis XIV at the moment, and Victoria, she is in trouble already. Getting banking though, Victoria now. 13 cities to 9, 14 cities to 9. And Victoria is on music education for Louis XIV, who is going to get astronomy to get to those oh, we have a war. There is a war. Okay, let's abort that thought. 14 cities to 10 for Louis, 15 to 10. He is going for liberalism. Victoria is going optics, so maybe Victoria is going to expand into the new world by astronomy. Looks that way, but also Louis is going optics now, so maybe he is going to challenge for that. 15 cities to 10. And Louis is going to get astronomy just a turn later than Victoria, maybe even a turn before, I don't know. Let's see what happens. 16 cities to 10 for Louis, both of them on astronomy, which means that both can expand into the new world, but they are both fighting a war at the moment. They will probably need a peace treaty, and there it is. There is a peace treaty. Well, maybe that was just a ceasefire, because I don't see the peace treaty symbol, so maybe that was just a ceasefire then. 16 cities to 10, Louis XIV, 1.4 times the strength of Victoria. And Victoria is still pretty annoyed. Let's see who can settle cities in the new world first, and that is Victoria. 11 cities now. And Louis is challenging for the same continent. 17 cities to 12, Victoria has 1 up in the northeast as well. How many settlers can she send out? Can she equal the number of cities? 18 to 13 is the count at the moment. Louis is still ahead. And Louis still stronger, still more score, and getting gunpowder now, and going to scientific method, and I think that Louis XIV with 19 cities now, and Victoria on 15, but Louis XIV is still in a very good position in this game in my opinion. And Victoria must really dig deep if she wants a victory here. She needs to figure something out because she is weaker than Louis and she has fewer cities, she has lower score. Louis XIV is headed for a very good game. Can he use that to win it as well? Louis 21 cities to 16 going for steel, Victoria is going economics. Louis has adopted state property with 23 cities now to Victoria's 16, and he is also getting replaceable parts and steam power next. Victoria is going printing press, 24 cities to 16, and Louis XIV is 2 times as strong as Victoria and is going railroads while Victoria is on democracy. Louis seems to be building up for war, he is 2.2 times the strength of Victoria now. I fear there is a war declaration in store and Victoria may be on the losing end of that one. She did get gunpowder now though, going for chemistry next. 25 cities to 17, and Louis XIV is on 25 and is 2.4 times the strength of Victoria, going assembly line next while Victoria is on military science. 18 cities now Victoria, so she does have enough cities to build a pretty decent army if she wants to. However, now is the time to do it if she wants anything from this game. Louis XIV on 25 cities, 2.6, 2.7 times the strength of Victoria. 25 to 18 is the city count. Victoria going scientific method. Louis is 3 times as strong. 3.1 times as strong. 18 cities for Victoria, and Louis is building a lot more units. 25 cities to 18. 3.2, and Louis is now going rifling as well, while Victoria is on military tradition here. 26 to 17, Victoria lost a city there, and Louis XIV is going to go for domination in this game, I believe now. 16 cities for Victoria. And with Louis on rifling as well, he got that just now. And going on to fascism next, Victoria is down to 15 cities, 14 cities, and they sign peace. Which means that Louis is not that far away from winning domination in this game. I think that he may only need to take a few more cities because if you look at the starting continent, there is a lot of water within the Victorian cultural borders. So it is only probably the continent all the way in the northeast that is keeping her in the game at the moment. She has 14 cities. But she is going for rifling at the very least. Louis XIV, of course, 5.3 times the strength of Victoria at the moment. And he seems to be spending all his commerce on units. And now there is another attack, and Victoria on 14 cities. She doesn't even have rifling yet. Louis is taking towards electricity. Now Victoria is down to 13. Turn 368. Louis XIV is looking strong. He is looking for his 4th consecutive win. And how, I think it is only a matter of time when he will get it. Victoria down to 11 cities, and Louis XIV 9 turns away from industrialism as well, 33 cities to 11, and this is going to be a domination unless there is something weird happening here. 11 cities left for Victoria. Victoria is so weak. Louis is 10 times as strong as Victoria. Should really be no problems here for Louis XIV now. He has done a very good game. 9 cities left for Victoria now. Still no domination though. 9 cities left for Victoria. How many can she lose and still not drop below the and have Louis not win domination? I mean, Victoria on 8 cities. She is probably not going to get steel, is she? Louis is on plastics, but he is teching towards plastics. 36 cities to 8. He still hasn't won the domination. Turn 385. I hope that he plans to have it before turn 400 here. 36 to 8 is the city count. Victoria still holding on to 8 cities, but she had a lot more a little while ago. Turn 387 now. And 7 cities for Victoria. She has lost the last city up in the north of the starting continent on that little island up there. So now she only has cities in the New World, and now she's down to 6, and she only holds the continent up in the northeast. That is apparently enough to block domination for now. But I wonder how long that will last. 6 cities for Victoria, Louis on 38, we are at turn 392. And he is up there trying to fight to get cities down to 5 cities now, 4 cities, and there it is, domination Louis XIV, turn 393 in 1973 AD. Congratulations with a very good game, Louis XIV. Louis XIV declared all 3 wars of the game. He lost the first but won the last 2. City capture numbers were 0-1, 3-0 and 10-0. The last war ended after 29 years and turns in war, ending with a domination victory 1973, turn 393. Let's go take a look at the graphs and the statistics. Here we have Louis is the blue, Victoria is the white. The score, this is the gross national product or the gold. This is the production, the food, the power, the culture, and then the espionage. So the demographics numbers then. Louis XIV to the left, Victoria to the right, 45.8 million population almost at the conclusion of the game. 4 digits for production, that is good, and 904 for food, that is also good, but not good. Top 6 cities, I understand. Bottom here to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wonders in the BC era. Let's go to the top again and see the top 6 cities then. Paris of France is number 1, and he also has the 2nd and 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th, so all top 6 cities are French. Statistics then. Louis XIV, cities built 27, 5 religions, 3 golden ages, currently on 62 windmills, 44 workshops and 34 towns. He did build in his cities 28 granaries, 26 lighthouses, 24 barracks, 2 levies. Page down we see the Great Wall at the bottom of the next page. Page down again to see the Great Lighthouses, the last building built by Louis XIV. Well, not last building built, but last on the list. Current units: 131 infantries, 43 cavalries, 38 workers, down to 1 great prophet. He did train a total of 42 workers, 34 longbowmen, 30 settlers, down to 8 axemen. Let's go page down and see 1 trebuchet at the bottom there. Let's confirm the kills, shall we? 35 longbowmen, 16 knights, 15 musketmen, down to 1 swordsman, and the losses: 7 macemen and workers, 6 cannons, down to 1 ship of the line. The numbers for Victoria then: 17 cities built, 2 religions, 1 golden age, currently on 8 windmills, 6 lumber mills, 3 farms and forest preserves. She did build a total of 18 granaries, 13 lighthouses, 11 barracks. There is 1 hermitage there, page down. And a market is the last building on the list of buildings built by Victoria. Current units then: 6 workers, 4 redcoats and longbowmen, and down to 1 galleon. She trained a total of 47 longbowmen, 23 knights, 21 settlers, 3 warriors down there. Let's go page down and see 1 redcoat at the bottom of the list. Let's confirm the kills. 7 macemen and workers, 6 cannons, down to 1 ship of the line, and the losses: 35 longbowmen, 16 knights, 15 musketmen, down to 1 crossbowman. Let's take a look at the victory condition screen. Here we see the confirmation: Louis XIV, 74.1% of the land area, winning domination. Orleans and Rhymes were almost halfway through to legendary in culture as well, so we could have tried going for that. He did build the Apostolic Palace. Let's go take a look at the cities. He has 40 of them, so let's sort by population, make sure we are at the top. Cherbourg, Amiens, Avignon, all pop 19 cities. Most of them are happy and healthy, to 1 exception on happy, 3 exceptions on health on page 1. Base food is decent-ish. Based commerce is, well, it adds up, even though no cities are particularly good in and of itself. The base production seems good to me, building a lot of units though. Limoges, pop 8 is the last on page 1, bottom 8 Limoges. So from Nottingham and down is page 2, and you see building a lot of culture in newly captured former English cities, I might say. Then the cities of Victoria. Let's go exit here and see that she has 4 of them left. Let's hope she can keep them when I do this, and click quickly here. Sort by pop, and there is the 4 cities: Leeds, Birmingham, Brighton and Richmond. Building redcoat, a caravel, and redcoat, and then a forge. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. Congratulations to Louis XIV with the domination in 1973, turn 393. As we see here, he is number 6 in the league, 12 points and a positive 4 score turn difference. Victoria is number 12 with 9 points and a negative 17. The next game up is the game between Gandhi and Augustus Caesar, and there Augustus Caesar will get a chance to get back into the playoffs to take Louis and go past Louis once again. That is later today. It's going to be really interesting to see if he can do that, to keep Louis still out of the playoffs. Let's see what happens. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders League. I hope to see you back for game 2. It's going to be interesting. Welcome back later. Goodbye for now.